Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we are looking at some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the movie, trading cards. Because it's Trading Card Tuesday, most likely. Alright, inside we've got 6 movie cards and a piece of bubble gum. And the bubble gum's no good, don't eat it. This is the O-Pee-Chee version of these cards, not the Topps version. There is a difference. And we'll see that shortly. You can usually tell by the feel of the wax and the phrase O-Pee-Chee. So if you missed that, the feel of the wax paper is significantly different. It actually feels a little waxier, in my opinion. These came out in 1990 in conjunction with the movie. So yeah, so let's open this up and see what we've got in here. Topps works out a lot of licensing deals with O-Pee-Chee around this time. So that's why we have like Batman and Batman Returns cards. And there are differences between those cards. The O-Pee-Chee ones tend to have different backing. And they tend to be slightly, in my opinion, lower quality. And that is moldy gum. That's disgusting. Alright, so this is what the unfurled wax pack looks like. These actually held up pretty well. There's no even real creases on the corners here, which is surprising. Usually there's like some denting and discoloration. These have actually held up really well. So some people collect the wrappers. I don't personally, but there are people that do. Now what's interesting is these say special card on them. In the Topps version, these are the stickers. So instead it's just a regular card, number 10. It's a subset now. So we've got Donatello here. That would have been a sticker. And that's, I think Canadians got really ripped off by that because it's just an insert card. You come down to the States, because most people in Canada are within 100 miles of the US border. You'd come down and get a pack of the cards and you'd get a sticker. And you'd wonder why you got cheesed on that. Now we've got card number 95, In Tune with the Infinite. Number 12, Chief Stearns. Number 78, Fighting for Their Lives. Number 101, Danny, Ally, or Spy. Number 76, Crashing April's Party. As you can see, the photos are pretty well centered on these. Another downside is that the edges on these are a little rougher. They weren't cut quite perfectly. It feels like it's a slightly cheaper cardboard too than the American version. But most notably is the brightness of the back here. The backing is slightly different color than the American version. And it gives it this weird green, like almost neon green hue with the purple, and it makes the turtle look kind of creepy. So, and they all look like Donatello. So, yeah, I don't know why they went with the slight differences. But since these are in English, which some trading cards in Canada were in multilingual format, and some European cards were the same way, where they would have it in English and then in like French usually. These are all in English, so I don't know why when O-Pee-Chee sub-licensed these, they didn't mimic more of what Topps was doing, because they're replicating the cards almost identically, except for the backing is slightly different color. If you want to see a really good example of that, go to the video we did of the Batman Returns O-Pee-Chee cards. I'll try and remember to link it, but it's very distinct in those. But the subset, that's garbage, man. That's insulting. These should have been stickers. I feel bad for the kids that got these. But if you're a collector and you're a die-hard collector, you'll want to track these down, because these are distinctly different and they had smaller print runs usually. So let's open our second pack and see what these look like. These open very easily. Thankfully, I think they used a different type of wax than was used in the US. But they do feel waxier. They just They don't seem to adhere as well. And this gum is disgusting. It's definitely a lower graded gum too. At least it seems to be. And it molded way worse than the American gum did. I don't know if they use less confectioner sugar or what. There's not even puzzle pieces or anything in the back. It's just kind of generic looking. And you can see where that gum was. That's disgusting. These stuck together. Alright, there's number 9, Michelangelo. I think there were only 10 stickers in the set. Here's number 31 of the cards, April and a Jam. Number 28, April's Boss and a Snit. Then we've got Saki on the Rampage, number 115. Turtle About Town, number 19. And lastly, number 97, the new fighting method. So yeah, you're getting 6 cards, but you're really getting 5 cards on what should have been a sticker. And I think the American ones had slightly more cards. I want to say they had 6 cards and a sticker, but I don't remember offhand. But yeah, so getting only 5 cards in these subset special cards, whatever, made up nonsense. It should have been a sticker. You would most likely end up with a lot of duplicates of these, because there's a lot fewer of these than there are of these. So I don't know. The cards aren't bad. There's still semi-gloss on the top. The color variation would make it noticeable in a set. If you try and insert these into a set, it is very noticeable. They do say O-Pee-Chee on the bottom corner here, so you're going to get busted if you try and mix and match. If you're a diehard Turtle fan, though, you'll probably want to get both versions of it, so you can get the trading card version of the sticker. But overall, they're kind of mediocre. They tend to be a little rougher cut on the sides, where the perforations should be smoother. It seems like they used a slightly rougher cutting method. Probably a cost-cutting measure. The O-Pee-Chee cards seem to be slightly inferior to the American version, at least with these cards. But that is what you could kind of anticipate finding in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles O-Pee-Chee cards. The moldy gum's gross. The lack of sticker is kind of insulting. But otherwise, they're okay. Nothing special. They're an interesting subset, or variation, I should say, of the American version, the Topps ones that are more widely known and there's a lot more of. So these are probably actually harder to find as a full set. So that might be a challenge if you're a big-time collector. But as always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.